guys, so today I wanted to quickly do a 2-month update video for Avery. I don't know if you can hear her, she's sitting to the side playing, but she has the hiccups and she might be starting to get fussy, so if she does I'll just grab her up, so sorry if you can hear her. But I just wanted to take a second and film her 2-month update. She turned 2 months on the 12th and it is the 19th when I'm filming this, so a little over 2 months. But I wanted to go ahead and sit down while I had the time and go over what has changed this month and how we are doing. So starting off with her pediatrician appointment at 2 months, she received her shots and did really well with those. She barely cried, and once I picked her up she was perfectly fine and she had no complications at all with those, so I was really happy about that. She weighs 10 pounds, which is crazy to me. She was 7 pounds when she was born, so moving to 10 pounds just seems so big to me, even though I know that some people actually have 10-pound babies, which is wild. I could not imagine having her at 10 pounds because she is so big to me now. But everything is going great. She looks amazing as always. I don't know if you can hear her, but she's kicking really hard, but she's enjoying herself, so I'm gonna leave her there. As far as breastfeeding, she is still doing really well with that. She never had an issue at all with breastfeeding. I never ever had any problems with her, which again is amazing because I know it is a struggle for some people, but as far as our breastfeeding journey, it has been amazing so far with no issues. So she is still eating about every 3 to 4 hours. I do get some 5 or 6 hour stretches from her at nighttime. So as far as her schedule, she kind of put herself on a 10 p.m. schedule. I tried to actually make it earlier because I thought I needed to, but she wasn't having it, and after she kept waking up from like 8 till 10:30 or 11, she would keep waking up when I would put her down consistently. I researched it and realized that that was a little early for her to be going to bed, so she is on a 10 p.m. schedule, and about 9:30ish she always gets tired consistently, and that is when we begin our nighttime routine. And once I put her down at 10 p.m. she will sleep until at least, she typically sleeps until about 3 or 4. So for the past couple weeks she's been consistently giving me a 5 to 6 hour stretch. Okay, so she started to get a little fussy, so I went and picked her up. But I'll go ahead and show you guys her outfit while she is still awake. She has the hiccups. Can you show everybody how you stand like a big girl? Oh my goodness, honey. So she loves to stand. Obviously we're holding her, but she will lock her legs and kind of be dancing, kind of hold herself up a little bit. But anyways, what I was saying before was once I put her down at 10 o'clock, which is the schedule she kind of put herself on, she will sleep until 3 or 4 in the morning. So her first stretch is always 5 or 6 hours, and that has been consistent for the past couple of weeks. And then after that we will drop down to about 3 or 4 hours. So she will typically sleep until about 3 to 4, and then she'll wake up again around 7 or 8. So the first stretch is about 5 or 6 hours, and then 3 or 4 hours, which I'm not complaining. That's amazing and really good. And again, she's been really consistent on that so far, so I'm hoping that it stays that way. Even with the leaps that she has gone through, if anybody out there is a parent, you may know about the Wonder Years app. It is an app that tells your baby's leaps and the developmental things that they are going through. Even with her leaps, she has been really, really good. I was expecting her to be really fussy and not sleep well because that is what they warn you about in the app. But so far she has done amazing. I know that the 4-month leap is the worst, is what I've heard from everybody. So we still have a few months until then. But so far for her little leaps, she's been doing great. Speaking of the Wonder Years apps, I was going to show you guys what she is going through because she's technically in a leap right now. She is in her second leap, which is patterns. So she can now start to see patterns and have a more intense perception is what it says. And then the skills that she will learn is watching fast moving images, look at more complex shapes and colors, hold her head upright, turn her head towards things that interest her, and will lift her head and body when laying face down. So those are all things that she is doing, and she has been doing those really well too. She loves tummy time, and she pushes herself all the way up on her elbows during tummy time, which is amazing. Are you gonna get fussy? Are you gonna get fussy? Are you gonna get fussy? Okay. Give me a rocky. Okay, I'm glad I showed her to you guys because she is about to go to sleep. But what I was saying was developmentally, she is hitting all of her milestones amazingly. She has rolled over, which if I can find a cute clip, I will put it in here. But she is rolling over on her own from stomach to back, not from back to stomach yet. But she started doing that a little bit before 2 months. And she's starting to push up on her elbows, which I don't know if I put that in her last video because she was starting a little bit at 1 month, but now she is like, she can hold herself up on her like elbow, like her forearms, and she can look around the room and will hold herself up for a good while before putting her head back down. So that is amazing as well. She is really interactive now. She smiles all the time, especially in the morning. She's a huge morning person, and she tries so hard to talk to us a lot more than she was last month. So last month she was starting to make little cooing noises, but this month it's like she's really trying to talk back to you and focus on you. But she's really starting to recognize us and be able to differentiate. I think this past week was the first time that she has actually been being held by somebody else and seen me sitting beside them and cried for me, which is kind of sad because I know that it's coming, but to me it felt great because I knew that she wanted me. So that is happening as well. I'm trying to think of what else she's doing. Like I showed you, if you try to hold her up, she will push her legs up against you, which is something that one of her apps told me to start doing because she should be able to start pushing like a reflex. And she likes to be sitting up or standing up like that. And she likes to be sitting up or standing like that basically the entire time she's awake and interacting. She's not like a lay down baby that just likes to lay. She really wants to be up and looking around and sitting and interacting, which I think is kind of normal for her age maybe, but she's definitely not just like a lay down baby, if that makes any sense at all. As far as naps go, I have not put her on a nap routine. That is something that I'm struggling with. So if you know a good way of putting your baby on a nap routine, leave it in the comments below or let me know what you do for a nap routine, because basically during the day we just let her fall asleep wherever and whenever and sleep for however long. I do try to cut her naps at 2 hours because I read that that helps them sleep better at night, and I can't say if it does or not, but she does sleep amazing during the night, and I try not to let her nap for more than 2 hours. Now if we're out and about or doing something and it's longer than 2 hours, I'm not like a stickler about it. But if we're just sitting at home and she's been asleep for 2 hours, I will typically go and get her up. And that's been working out great for us. But nap times, sometimes she sleeps 15 minutes, sometimes she sleeps hours. It really just depends on I don't know what. Because I can put her in her bedtime environment, which is the sound machine and her sleep sack and her bassinet, and sometimes she'll sleep 4 hours and sometimes she'll sleep for 15 minutes. So it's really just sporadic, and I'm not sure what the causes of it is, but if you have any recommendations for a nap time routine, let me know in the comments below. We have not switched her over to her crib. I know that some people do around this time. Some people do it immediately. I don't plan to until the absolute last minute. I'm really going to keep her in her bassinet as long as humanly possible, and then when she gets too big for her bassinet, then we will start to transition to her crib. But for right now, she sleeps really good in her bassinet, so I'm not going to jinx it and try to move her into her crib because she's fine. But I believe that is all for this video. Just a short video talking about what has changed. She's doing really good and we're still so happy, and I just feel like I am just in this constant state of bliss with her, and I don't know when that will end or if it will, but I hope it doesn't. But yeah, that is going to be all for this month's update. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm also going to be filming a newborn must-haves video, which there's not a ton of stuff that we just must have, but I definitely want to share the things that have really helped us out in the newborn stage, and things that helped her sleep better, and things that she just enjoyed. But if you have any requests, please leave them down in the comments below, and I would be glad to make videos over those as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!